I come to you today, I guess I'm kind of early, but it's fine. My daughter, she's going into second grade, and last year was just really hard for her. I mean, she got quarantined, I believe, 3 times. Not once did she test positive or come down with any symptoms. So this is really hard for us to come back into this year, this school year, and know that she has to wear a mask. We're being forced to wear a mask. And you guys, their teachers, see this. Nothing else, no smile, nothing. Last week or 2 of school, my husband and I encouraged her, Harper, do what you want. I'm tired of this crap. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear one. If you do, wear one, that's fine. So the last 2 weeks of school, what did she do? She took off that mask. And I don't know if it was against rules or not, but she took a stand for what she believed in, and I'm asking you guys to do the same and respond to us parents when we ask you to give it parent choice and let us decide. So I'm just gonna run a few things by you guys. I just found some things, and I didn't plan on speaking. I'm not really organized when it comes to this stuff, so bear with me. But I just want to remind you guys that, there's some acts and laws and stuff out there that you guys just can't infringe upon. I mean, and that's what I was telling my daughter is, when people stood up for something, they believed in it and they fought so hard, and then someone marched behind them. It took one person to be the leader, and people followed behind them. So that's what we're doing here. And if it takes meeting after meeting after meeting, we will not stop coming. And my daughter will come with me to show you guys that it's about her and her peers. It's not about you, it's not about us, it's about the children. Please keep that in mind. So going forward, I want to remind you guys, the First Amendment in the U.S. Constitution states, freedom of expression cannot be suppressed or limited in any way. Muffling a voice, forcing the covering against the will of a citizen of their facial expression, or even reducing their ability to breathe, speak properly is a hindrance and a violation. So just goes back to what I say about she was unable to show her friends that smile that they may have needed that day. Someone that comes into school, maybe they were having a bad evening at home with their family life. She wasn't able to comfort them in those times of need. And then I want to go on to tell you that there's this, and I wasn't aware of it, but I want to make you guys aware that there's this deprivation rights under the color of law. It's in U.S. Code Section 242 of Title 18 that says it makes it a crime for a person acting under color of any law to willfully deprive a person of a right or privilege protected by the Constitution or laws of the United States. And when it says this, it means persons acting under color of law include police officers, prison guards, and other law enforcement officials, as well as judges, care providers in public health facilities, and others who are acting as public officials. That's you guys. You have no right to censor my daughter or any of these guys' children at all, period. So with that being said, my daughter will be going mask-free this year. And if it takes me going to the courts, so be it. That's how it's going to be. And if that title, that code is broken, you have the option of being in prison or being fined. And if any bodily injury occurs or results from the acts committed, like I just read to you, in violation of that section, you could be fined or in prison. And if death occurs, you could be sentenced to prison for life. So I'm not saying that any of that can happen, but that bears on you guys' shoulders. That's a heavy burden to carry. That's a lot. We're not asking you to carry it. We can carry that for you. Okay. And then lastly, I wanted to tell you that I saw in some email, and maybe Dr. Clyburn, maybe you had emailed me something about kids and offering food and free meals, and that we were a impoverished community, and so we needed to have the kids here during school or whatever. But I want to tell you that some 1 in 6 billion of the world's 2 billion informal workers, or nearly half the global workforce, have already lost their jobs, according to the International Labor Organization. These are in areas where families live paycheck to paycheck, or some relying on a daily wage. If they are to eat at the end of the week. Sorry, I can't read some of my writing. And a study by the UN says 580 million can become impoverished, meaning they lack the basic needs for survival. The diversion of resources from the existing health programs to fight COVID-19 could lead to as many as 1.2 million extra deaths among children under 5 over the next 6 months, or 6,000 a day, the UN Children's Fund warned. So I want you guys to stop politicizing this. Stop moving funds around. Stop worrying about the funds that come from Chicago or wherever they go. Just like I said last week, and I apologize for my language, it was horrible. Get back to the basics. Just teach reading, writing, and arithmetic. Let those teachers teach. Don't take it out of their hands. Let the parents do the job that the parents need to do. And then, so I have, shoot, my daughter wrote on that page. So, totally a horrible speaker. So, behind me is a village that stands for our children and parent choice. If our promises are not guaranteed, we will be forced to take action. You will see that in your decline in students, staff, and volunteers. And today, we are asking you to be bold and stand with us and give us mask optional and stand with the parents. So that's all I'm asking today. I'm sorry I didn't really prepare. So thank you for your time, and I appreciate everything I said. Seriously.